Football Power Hour. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday, Football Power Hour. AKA botswanapapi. Happy birthday to me. Actually, what I really want for my birthday is an FA Cup. My goodness. Oh, that would be the best birthday present ever. To talk about this and also just kick it with me today, I am honored to be joined by two people you've seen before here. My man Reese and my sister Maisy. What's good, y'all?
Hey, thanks for having me on. Happy birthday!
Yes.
Thanks for having me on Power Hour, and likewise, second, a happy birthday to you.
Oh man, I'm so honored to have you guys and just be like, can we just do a little birthday toast? Birthday cheers.
Buena notte.
Yes. Boom. Thank you. I have to say, I feel so excited because tomorrow is finally the day we've been waiting for, June 3rd, the big derby. But before we talk about the derby, I want us to talk about the Mason Mount situation, because that's the latest thing that's materializing. We will be back in a second. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't done so.
Bruno Fernandes! Just waiting on the back post, surely he'll be found. And scores first Premier League goal at Old Trafford.
Boom.
I quite like this. I'm in the man of the middle. I quite like this.
Yeah, right, you got the sunglasses. Get out of here! I'm the birthday
Oh,
boy.
yeah.
I'm in the middle.
I'm a right winger. Let me move to the other side.
Exactly. Talking about players that play on the right, I gotta ask, Money Mace, how are you feeling?
Money. That was literally Ravi's nickname, and when Ravi first said it to me, because he knows I'm a massive fan of Mason Mount, not just in one reason, loads of different other reasons. I literally he started calling me Money Mace, and I was like, "Are you calling me this because of Money Mason Mount?" Like, I love the nickname.
Yo, I like it. It's fitting. Money Mace. I like Box Office Mace better though. That one is a bit.
Ravi does have a few nicknames for me for sure.
Yeah. Ravi, amazing inventor of nicknames. Actually, Ravi says big up. It's any big up says Ravi says happy birthday. Thank you so much, Ravi.
I love his nickname for you, Mr. Nollywood. It makes me laugh.
Nollywood. I know.
I'm waiting for one. I'm not looking forward to it because I don't know what he could come up with. I've got a few nicknames of my own, like craftsmanship. I don't know what he's got in mind.
Right, please. I want to know Reese's.
Yeah, I got called a few names in high school. Put it this way, I got called Reese Lightning. I got called Mr. Awesome in sixth year. I actually got it written on the back of a hoodie, like the awesome one. But yeah, I got all through high school. I got called Reese Lightning, and I had the theme song walking everywhere I went. So yeah,
I like
Reese,
it.
Reese Lightning.
You gotta embrace it.
Oh yeah.
But Mason Mount, guys, how are we feeling? This is like the transfer rumor that's looking like it might be the first signing that we make, if at all, like it goes through with the clubs reach an agreement. But what are we feeling as the United fan base? It's quite divided. I don't know.
All I'm going to say is when it comes to this show, you can't find two polar opposite opinions when it comes to Mason Mount between me and Maisy. And that's not a disrespectful thing to Mason Mount, but it's when I'm looking at it, I think Mason Mount's a good player. Like in respect, like what he brings to a football team, like his pressing ability, his versatility, the fact that he's 24 years old, so he's got youth as well, so he has got that longevity in the squad. But there's a few things that I don't agree with when it comes to Mason Mount. One, I would rather be looking for a player that can play in a playmaker role in a deeper position first. Somebody who's going to, obviously another player that we all adore, and Christian Eriksen. I want us to look for a player that will immediately go and displace Eriksen from the team. No disrespect to Eriksen, but I want a player that will go into that position where we'll have someone like Casemiro that can play from the deep pockets and can play into like Fernandes or the wide players, and then they can benefit the striker. And then obviously Mount can come in later on. You know what I mean? So I'm looking for that. But in terms of Mount, like as a presser, I'm hoping Ten Hag doesn't bring him in to put him in that position. I'm hoping he brings him in to play him in an attacking midfield role, whether it be rotational or put Fernandes on the right hand side, which could happen, or he's going to play on the right hand side and rotate with the likes of Antony. Sancho might go back on the left permanently. We'll see what happens with position wise, but I've got nothing against Mason Mount in that way. But if he's coming in to play in the 8 role, then I'm going to be asking questions.
How do you feel about what Reese is saying, Mace?
I think for me, I understand why people don't like Mason Mount, but you need to look at what Mason Mount has to offer. The thing is, we know it's getting very toxic in terms of the Chelsea camp for Mason Mount, and the best thing for Mason is to leave Chelsea and to have an actual fresh start. It's better for him to leave London altogether. So to come up to the north, Eriktenhag is clear he wants him. And if you can see that a manager is wanting you in your plans, that does work. He could play in numerous of different positions. He could play on the right wing position, what could help for when Antony picks up his injuries, because Antony has had a fair few injuries this season. And I think Mason Mount's crossings are absolutely superb. He can play in the 10 role, which can give that bit of competition there for Bruno Fernandes, because I do personally think Bruno Fernandes is far too comfortable in his role, because there is no
point
in there in his role. And I also think that he can also play in the 8. We have seen that he can play in the 8 for both England and Chelsea. The thing is, though, if you're looking at Erik ten Hag's Ajax, which I think he's going to try and replicate his second Ajax team rather than the team with De Jong and if you looked at the system what Ten Hag used, it was a 4-2-3-1. However, the 4-2-3-1 pivot was 2 10s and a holding midfielder, and I think that's potentially what Erik Ten Hag is going to be working upon if he was Mason Mount, to have the 2 10s, having Bruno on the left hand side, having Mason Mount on the right hand side because that's his preferred foot, and then working it through that way because you've already got that holding midfielder there of Casemiro. So it's just about finding a backup, which
it's not a bad idea.
We don't really need to pay a massive amount for a backup CDM because Casemiro isn't going to get dropped unless he has suspensions or injuries.
Do got a question for both of you though, and this is the thing that is really concerning me. He's got 1 year left in his contract, and the amount of money that is actually wanted for him is bonkers. Like, I think I would, me personally, I wouldn't spend more than 45 million on this guy in his last year of his contract. Same with David Raya, brilliant goalkeeper. I hope United go for him. I'm not spending more than 40 on him. But when it comes to Mason Mount, 45 is literally what I would go to. I wouldn't go anymore.
I would personally aim for the 50 just because of the club what Mason Mount is at and currently what he has got for Chelsea. The fact he's got in finals for Chelsea, the fact he's got him a Champions League. He was the one who contributed towards that Champions League trophy. And knowing that Chelsea are in massive breach of FFP rules, if they do need to have some outgoings. I know the amount that it's a price tag at the end of the day, and they are going to be desperate to sell players. They're not going to let go of their deadwood very easily of the likes of Loftus-Cheek, for instance. They're not going to let him go way that easily, I would personally say. So I think Manchester United can negotiate it on a lower basis. And I have also heard rumours about that Chelsea are looking at willing to have Harry Maguire in that option too. So if that was the case, they will still keep their English quota too. So if we was to put Harry Maguire in that deal, I'd put 30 million or 40 million on top. I think that would be a great deal overall.
What else has he won? Because he's won the Champions League, he's won the Club World Cup, bottled the
won-
Super Cup to Villarreal.
Mm-hmm.
What else has he won? I don't know what else he's won. Not that it's mattering significance, but what else did he win with Chelsea, by the way? Because I haven't got a clue.
I will get that up.
I mean,
I
he
actually
was-
can't think off the top of my head what he's won.
Actually, did they win the Super Cup against Villarreal on penalties, or did
So
Villarreal win it?
Mason Mount, he has won the Champions League, the FIFA Club World Cup, the Super Cup.
They won it then.
He's won the Euros in England's under 2019s, and he's also won a couple of cups in the unders for Chelsea as well. So he's won.
Decent.
So he's won 3 cups overall, and
Decent.
and he's been in
Winner.
numerous of finals, like in the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup. And it doesn't take one player to lose a final at the end of the day. It's a team's fault, not just one player.
It's true. It's true.
he sounds like a winner. I mean, like for me, these moments when England, especially England, doesn't look like there's solutions or whatever. He's the player with the spark, and he's the odd like long range shot that goes in, and then So I have a lot of faith in Ten Hag to mold players and sculpt and turn like polish up a diamond. So who knows what Mason Mount's potential is going to be. Also, the fact is, like because he's younger than 25.
There's longevity there,
yeah. So
it's still crazy. The last player we signed for Chelsea was Matt.
Already signing, by the way. It's like he's like, I want Mason Mount first. It's like we have to trust his instincts.
That's the thing that surprised me, because I thought the first player he would have wanted would have been either a top level striker or a goalkeeper to come in. But the fact that we're already making that move early to get a midfielder in, I do credit that way. That's the thing I like about Ten Hag, is a lot of people are saying like, oh, he's just going to sign players from the Dutch league. Well, it's not always the case. Like, he does make very careful signings. Obviously, we don't always want to sign Dutch-based players. It's not an insult on the Eredivisie. It's not an insult to the league. But when you look at the league, not a lot. Just like the Bundesliga, I'm a big Bundesliga fan, but not a lot of Bundesliga signings have also worked in the Premier League. We've been blessed that we've had some great signings come from that league that have worked. So like we've had Van Nistelrooy back in 2001. We could have got him a year early if he hadn't got injured. Probably the best signing we've ever made from the Dutch league. Then we signed, obviously, Yapstam as well. Another one. We signed Martinez. There's a third one. Antony still has a long way to go. I still think he can turn up to be a quality player for this team, but he still has a long way to go. I admit that, even as a big fan of his. Van de Beek is a quota of failure, all due respect to him. I've got nothing against him personally, but he just hasn't worked in the league. And even as a player that Ten Hag liked, I don't know if it's going to necessarily work with him in the Premier League. But then again, though, I think if he does get a good pre-season on his hands, I am willing to at least give him that chance, especially if we are moving players on.
He's had too many chances, Donny, now at the end of the day. Like, I understand, like, Like, you look at season 1, Ollie didn't use him. I know Ollie had his favourites, so as a lot of other managers, but then I look at him and think, why wasn't he using him? And then Ollie got sacked, and then he had a transfer over to Frank Lampard's Everton. Why didn't Frank Lampard use him in a very poor Everton side? And then you look, Ralph didn't use him. He was happy to ship him off on loan. He would rather have no midfielders than have Donny in his squad. What does that really say about the caliber of the player? And I said from the beginning, if he can't cut that loan deal, he cannot cut the Premier League. Because if you can't even perform in a poor side, what does that really say about a player? It's either and that's where a lot of people 2 seasons ago was saying to me, oh, you've got an agenda on Donna. You don't like
I remember
Donna.
people saying that. It's no agenda at all.
I said I had an agenda against him. I said, but there's clearly a reason why he isn't getting used. This is what his 5th manager, including Carrick as an interim manager.
Carrick is the only one that actually gave him. Carrick is the only one that actually used him in back-to-back games, didn't he? Actually, no, in all 4 games Carrick managed, Van de Beek played from the off.
Yeah, they were the only times they ever played. Like,
which is mental.
I just think 5 managers, you've not succeeded in the Premier League. And I think that raises massive alarm bells. And I just think for me, I think there's something more, as I said 2 seasons ago, behind the stages as to why Donny isn't being used, why if you can't, you've got a manager here who made you brilliant at Ajax, and he doesn't even want to play you before you got an injury.
Do you think he's a bad trainer? Like as a professional, like behind the scenes, because I've seen a lot of people say this before. Do you think Van de Beek is a bad trainer?
It seems like it. It's he's just a nice guy who's a bad trainer.
Because it's crazy. Because it's crazy. Because that season when he nearly transferred to Real Madrid, he was in the top 20 of the Ballon d'Or. I know the Ballon d'Or is a shite thing nowadays. Like it's rigged ever since Messi won it over Diego Milito in 2010, but. And obviously the ridiculousness of 2013 when it should have been Robin or Ribéry. But he was top 20 in the Ballon d'Or in 2019 when they got the Champions League semi-finals. And this is where he's at now, that regression. It is alarming, and I don't think he will ever cut it. But even if the players are moving on, the fact that we're looking at Mason Mount already says to me as well that that's you. But he's not going to go back to the Dutch league either, because nobody's going to take him. Ajax won't take him back either. They've already got Kudus in that role. They've already got Alvarez. They've got Kenneth Taylor, who I would actually personally like, but we're not going to make that signing. But it just goes back to the point of players who have come in from that league and who hasn't. Only 3 of them I've said have worked. One of them is a potential. The other is a failure. I can't think of it anymore because look at other teams. Like Ziyech is a mixed player. Like he's been mixed like in between the Chelsea. But I think it's questionable, but
I feel like personally though with Ziyech, I think he's in the wrong team. I just think because they're a very defensive type team, and you look at Ziyech, he really performs for Morocco. So I do personally think the style what Chelsea are using is not suiting him, and he isn't getting the game time either. So I do personally think he is actually in the wrong team. I think he can be cut out in the Premier League because we have seen great things of him. But I just don't. I think for me, if you go to Chelsea and you're an attacking-minded player, you're already automatically doomed. Look at Kai Havertz. Like I've been like hating on Kai Havertz for day dot, and this guy's got a link to Real Madrid. I'm like, how is this possible, man?
Well, what scares me as well is Nkunku's going there, and I don't want to talk about that because that scares me. That frightens me. But like that's the thing. Like
he'll be finished.
I know that's the thing that pains me. I think I would 100% have Ziyech in at this team. Even as a rotation on the right wing, I guarantee, because he would give us creativity on the right hand side.
I think with the right fullback, Ziyech can build the chemistry, and like for him, the one reason why he hasn't been able to flourish at Chelsea is because Reece James is so injury prone.
I agree,
and he hasn't had like a proper, but like that's why you saw the Hakimi Ziyech combination in Morocco.
Wow.
Beautiful to watch. They kept that right hand side alive, and that's a lot of that.
That's a brilliant partnership. Like that's a brilliant partnership to watch.
Yeah. But anyway, I want to say big up to everybody that's in the house. By the way, happy Friday, happy hour to you. Eagle Eye Football is like big up. For the 5th week, I'm backing Reese. Eagle Eye Football is talking about the quiz. Oh man,
let's not have this. All right, I don't need jinxed.
I'm always packing a quiz. Maisy was not even expected. We have not even talk about a quiz, but I always have a quiz and under my sleeve. So if we want to go there, we can go. I'm
in such bad luck, and Maisy's a defending champion. I'm already in a bad omen already. She's Champions League. I'm Conference League at the minute based on form.
I'll leave it up to Maisy. If you feel like defending today, we can go ahead and do it, But up to you, Maisy. You just let me know how you feel. Realist United is in the house. Also, Realist says Reese, what have you done?
What did I do this? I go from positivity.
Chris, also shout out to you. Good evening to you, Chris. All just got in from work. It is sunny in Reese's room. What's with the sunglasses? Just messing. This should be called football happy hour, as he's always happy. Oh, big up to you, Chris. And Reese.
I'm just. It was actually sunny about 10 minutes ago, and then obviously the sun sets out. It's a beautiful sunset. So I'm like, you know what? I'll stick with the sunglasses.
Hey man, you look cool. I love
Absolutely.
it. I love it.
Oh, well said, Arteta. Chris, I forgot to say congratulations on promotion. He's unfortunately he's a Liverpool fan, but he also supports Carlisle. So like, I think it's only respectful, eh? Like, call it out,
Yeah.
so congrats.
Yes. Shout out to you. Anderson also won the Champions League. Means nothing. Ooh. Question for you all: do United need a goal poacher or goal hanger? Ooh.
Well, we know that Liverpool need coat hangers for all the trophies that you will not be winning next year. They'll be on our side. I think we need a mix of both. I think I go back to a point that Mays has made on our shows lately that's accurate, is we don't just need a goal scorer. We need somebody that can actually do it themselves. Because if Bruno's not getting any chances to play the ball forward, nobody's actually finishing them, we need a striker who's going to be like, well, stuff the rest of these, I'm just going to score for myself. We need a combination of both, really. We need somebody who's like, time to play on my own.
You need to look at the kind of players we've got up front for Man United. Like, you look at Rashford. Does Rashford cross? No. He prefers to cut in and shoot. Rashford's always been like that. Antony, does he cross? Yes, he's crossed a little bit more, but I understand why he doesn't cross, because I've seen better crosses off bloody Maguire. And Sancho, he doesn't cross. He's the one for cutting in as well. Our wingers would not complement a striker in the respect of a striker who just likes to sit up top until a simple tapping. The way we are set up in terms of our players, it's not suited. And that's why I've said, in terms of Harry Kane, his kind of play is much better suited for us, because as much as Harry Kane scores a lot of goals, he actually gets it for himself and scores forward. And he brings the ball forward. He brings the ball forward himself and scores for himself. You've noticed it, especially this season, while Son's been in poor form. Kulusevski's been injured quite a lot. Richarlison, I'm not going to go there with him. So who has Harry Kane realistically had to provide for until Pedro Porro came in? And that was genuinely nobody. He's had to do all that work on his own, and to get 30 goals doing that on his own is a magnificent achievement. And I think that's going to be the same case for Manchester United too. You need to have that kind of player, because you look at the likes of, I know everyone likes Osimhen. Osimhen wouldn't track back and try and get it for himself. The only striker apart from Harry Kane who I think will do the dirty work to get the ball and try and create for themselves will be Martinez from Inter Milan. Because personally, I'm not a fan of Vlahovic. He doesn't really track back, and on top of that, I do genuinely think he's getting caught out in the Italian league. The Italian league is a lot slower paced than the Premier League. In terms of the defenders as well, so I personally don't think he will be cut out for the Premier League.
I'll tell you this as well, and I've said this for quite a long time. Obviously, I can't stand Inter Milan, can't stand them, but he literally reminds me of Carlos Tevez. Like when Tevez was at his absolute best, pure shithouse on the field, but his hold-up play, his passing ability, his finishing, his work ethic. Carlos Tevez is, even though he was a snake, Carlos Tevez is still one of my favourite players to play for Man United for what he done. I hate how obviously what happened afterwards. We should have signed him, to be fair. So if anything, it's our own fault. But when you look how Tevez done from the front in a 2, or even leading on his own when Rooney was either on the bench or stretched out wide, Tevez was right at them like a pit bull. And I would have no problems if we didn't go for Harry Kane. I would not be against Lautaro Martinez at all, because he is 25. He is the right man to take, apart from Julian Alvarez, who's going to be the main man for Argentina. When you look at him, he's an absolute weapon, and he's got experience as well, like at the top level. I wouldn't be against Lautaro Martinez any day of the week. The weekend's Inter as well, so it'd be even better.
I hear you. Yeah, he would be somebody that would really, really suit Ten Hag's system in terms of pressing too. I love his pressing. He's a workaholic, Maisy, I gotta bring up the question to you. Do you feel like defending your title today?
Defending what, sorry?
Your title. We can play the quiz. We can play a little quiz.
Why not? Why not?
Why not? Okay, let me see if I can invite a few people in here too. Let's see if we can just get maybe 1 or 2 people.
You know who we need to bring on? Because
Who?
he likes to he talks smoke, but I've never seen him on a stream.
Who's this?
Bring in Ravi. I want Liverpool to get cooking. You know, because they get cooked any other time
Ravi.
anyway. So
Yes.
The only one who's been getting cooking recently is you, Reese, on quizzes.
I'm getting cooked on something else. That is criminal behaviour. That is criminal. But she is not wrong. But I've never actually seen Ravi on a stream ever. So I would actually like to. I would actually like to see Ravi on a stream once.
Okay. Hey, we have Omo in the house. Yes.
Listen, I've come for the Carabao Trophy.
All right. I love it. I love it. I love the competitive spirit.
Loving the shirt, dude. Loving the shirt.
Listen, I have to prepare.
I hope you're ready. I'm gonna also see if one more person can join us, but I think we're good even if it's just the 3 of us. So
Just to let you know, if you go on my name, I'm always gonna pick the highest number. I don't care what it is.
okay, all right. Let me what name do you feel like competing with, Omo? Let me start with you and put your team name already.
Waltz Wargus, the king of Wembley.
I was expecting him to use Reese losing.
No, Waltz, the king of Wembley. He's been undefeated ever since he played at Wembley, and he's gonna start tomorrow.
Oh no! Please don't say that, bro. You know what? We're not winning anytime.
He's undefeated in Wembley.
The fear.
I actually
right.
want him to start tomorrow.
You're not kidding, right?
No, I'm serious.
It's
I want him
serious.
to start tomorrow.
I've been seeing people say, "Oh, like for ages, like Wout like just starting, he's going to score in the winner, like the winner in the final." I was like, "Where are we getting this from?"
I don't think he's scoring the winner. I just need him to start to just get some minute in, and Ganacho should finish it off.
That works.
Reese, what name are you going with?
Fifth. I'll just call it fifth time.
I love it.
It's got no choice. I'm going with fifth time. Be a little bit creative.
And Mace.
I am going for JPDF20.
I'm not even going to ask.
Okay. Yeah, I'm afraid to ask too.
It means, so basically, it's Paulinho's full name.
Oh, come on.
Oh.
João Paulo Diaz Fernandez 20.
Hey, what's up, Chris?
Yo, thank you for having me in. I know I've been flaming in the chat lately. What's going on?
It's a pleasure, brother. It's a pleasure to finally see your face. You know.
Yeah, nah, I've been saying some wild things, but I say out of emotion. You know, I say some of them are mean, other them is out of emotion.
No,
But
man, no.
yeah, I can't lie. I'm worried about tomorrow. I'm gonna believe we're gonna win though, but it's just a lot of people are writing us off for tomorrow, and like I hope we can put that right.
Let them.
Oh. If Wout starts, do you think we're gonna win? Almost saying Wout is starting. Like if Wergost isn't you see him in the lineup, how do you feel?
Hold on.
Chris, are you driving? I hope you're not driving.
Hold on. Here, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can still hear you.
Well, that was awkward.
Yeah. We'll come back to you because you're driving right now. I hope you're not playing. I was just like, let me see what Chris has to say because I saw you on the road, and it is your first time calling in. So shout out to you, brother. Okay. Stay safe on the road, Chris. Let's go put it. Let's put him backstage while he figures this
Absolutely.
thing out. All right. Well, let's go ahead and just since we have three competitors and 4 rounds, it's just gonna be pretty much just like this. Round 11 is gonna start round of 16. You're gonna pick first, and then from there we will move on from left to right. So let's go. Round 11. Which one are you gonna go with on the round of 16?
I'm going for 500.
Oh, you're going for the big one. All right. Blank scored the winning goal for Man United in the last FA Cup versus blank.
This
Yes.
is a tough question.
Oh,
Yeah, Man United
Hold on,
supporter, right?
wait.
yes.
You were definitely watching the last FA Cup final.
I'm not listen. Hold on, let me see.
Oh,
Who did we play against? Actually, who won it? That's a real question.
Yes.
No, it can't be him. Wait, hold up. No, go back more.
Yes.
Did he win?
You do have VAR as well, remember that.
Yes.
It can't be him.
Yes.
No, it's definitely not him. He didn't come at that time. I'm gonna use VAR. I think I know who it is.
I know what it is.
All right.
Watch out.
Well, if you take it to VAR, A, Wayne Rooney. B, Martial. C, Lingard. D, Carrick.
It's not Carrick. I will go with Lingard.
Is Lingard your final answer?
Yeah, I'll go with Lingard.
Okay, so that's the first part, but then what about the second part?
I do not remember who we played against. It can be. I won't know the team is in the Premier League. I'm gonna go with Arsenal. Better not be Martial. That's all I would say.
So because you took it too far and you had one part right, your maximum is half the points, and the answer is not Arsenal.
Lingard.
I will tell you that.
Lingard versus Crystal Palace.
Exactly, it was Lingard versus Crystal Palace.
I just know Lingard likes scoring against Arsenal.
He did, funnily enough, score the following season though, and the season after that.
What year was this? This is
Van Gaal.
I knew it was Van Gaal.
Tracking.
2016.
Reese, you are next.
I'll go 400.
400.
Yeah.
Luton Town manager is...
For what I keep seeing on social media, handsome fucker, because people keep quoting that. I'm gonna take that to VAR. I actually don't know. I'm taking that to VAR.
All right. A, Alex Neil. B, Rob Edwards. C, Nigel Pearson. D, Mark Robbins.
It's either B or D. It's either Rob Edwards or Mark Robbins. It's definitely not Alex Neil because he's bald. It's not C because he's frightening. But it's either B or D. It's either Edwards or Robbins.
You have 10 seconds left.
I'll go D, Mark Robbins.
The answer is not Mark Robbins.
It's B, isn't it?
It is Rob Edwards.
I knew it was one of them, but I just couldn't remember which one because I know Alex Neil obviously used to manage up here, so I know his face like a mile off. But
who watches Luton?
You gotta.
I don't. I definitely don't.
You got here.
You have to know. You have to know more about Luton now because in the conversation.
Paulinho from Deep's about to go first place.
The people need you to move your black curtains from the screen, Omo.
Listen, the way my camera is set up, this is how it is.
That sounds like the way my bank account is set up.
It's how I record my videos. Like you don't have to see the background.
All right, Money Mace, which one are you going with?
I'll go for 300.
300. Man City didn't win a single away game against the top 9 apart from blank in the Premier League.
Brentford.
Is Brentford your final answer?
Yeah, I'll go Brentford.
It is not Brentford.
No! It's Manchester United.
Oh, thanks for I thought it was available for points after that. She stole it, Phil. She stopped us stealing points.
I almost forgot because Brentford finished 10th or 11th, and I'm like, no! It's Manchester United at Old Trafford, 2-1 win. Manchester United scored. Bruno Fernandes scored the first goal. Second goal was scored by Marcus Rashford, assisted by Alejandro Garnacho.
She's stolen the opportunity for us to steal points. You are a crafty manager. That is a crafty managerial tactic.
That is right. There's also another team too. Oh my god! I have to make sure that I.
Wait, hold on. Didn't they not take points off Newcastle at St James's Park?
Hold on. Let me.
They draw.
Wait.
They drew with Newcastle. They drew with Newcastle, I think.
Yeah, they drew against Newcastle.
They drew with Newcastle. Lost us.
So the statement says Man City did not win, so they lost this game. It's a team that's in the top 9 that beat Man City.
Oh, so Mace technically gets the points then because she said Man United. So technically,
yes. Maisy is right.
And didn't they also lose to Spurs away? If I'm not mistaken.
Somebody else. They lost to Arsenal as well.
All right.
You sure?
No, they didn't lose to Arsenal away because they beat Arsenal away.
Actually, you're right. My bad. That's why I was like a little bit confused about this one.
Because we had
Man City. There was an error in the VAR room.
we had a beautiful sleight of hand against Man City in the most best fashion. So technically, yeah, Mace, you get your 300 on that 100%.
You get your 300, Macy. You get your 300. You get your 300.
Am I right though? Did they actually lose against Spurs away? Am I mistaken that they lost against Spurs away?
Beat them. Yes, Spurs beat them as well.
Spurs pumped them,
Thought so.
I know they lost to Brentford.
And they definitely drew with Newcastle. Like, it was 3-3 or something. It was a quality game.
Yeah.
4-4. Was it?
Yeah.
No, it's 3-3.
3? Oh, I thought it was 4. I don't know why. I always thought
it was still quality either way. So
one of the best games of the season.
Yeah, because Newcastle was undefeated for a while.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's go to the wheel for the bonus points. Let's go ahead and spin and see who is going to go and get the lucky bonus choice.
The force.
All right,
strong.
the force is with you, Reese.
This is rigged.
The force. all I'm going to say is the force is strong with this one.
Are you going to go for the 200?
Absolutely.
All right. What does winning the Scudetto mean?
I don't even know what this means.
Scudetto is the Italian league championship, so it means the championship or the league.
Yes.
I am a third Italian.
No, it has become synonymous with winning the Serie A title. It doesn't, the translation of Scudetto is actually like a small shield or badge, but the badge,
it basically means like you're winning the league championship. That's pretty much what it comes
exactly.
Oh, okay. So I was right.
All right. So fifth time.
I still got a chance to get another 100 here.
Yeah. Lucky you, Reese. All right. Well, for the true or false, 100. Maisy. All right.
Punted it.
Let's go. Man United conceded only 9 goals at Old Trafford in the Premier League this season.
True.
Is true.
Yeah.
Got a very good record at Old Trafford. The next step is
I'm doing Paulinho proud.
Right. All right. Well, fifth time, it's your chance to go first in the quarterfinal.
500, please.
He
What?
goes for 500.
You sure about that?
Yeah, I'm sure.
All right.
Man, Jakushna was right. There was chaos in the VAR room. That's why we had that error.
Bring back Anthony Taylor.
All right, for 500 points, let's go. Who scored the most goals in the FA Cup ever?
So is this like the actual overall? Oh Christ! Who scored the most goals in the FA Cup ever? Wow, that's fun. There's so many players that I can generally think of.
Yeah, I already have my pick in my head.
So do I. VAR, please.
All right. Taking it to VAR.
Yeah, that's a quality question, especially most goals scored in FA Cup ever.
A. Ryan Giggs. B. Ian Rush. C. Alan Shearer. D. Eriktenhag.
There was one name I was hoping was coming up because he was prolific back in the day. I was hoping Jimmy Greaves would pop up, but he didn't. So that's stumped it. Okay, so Giggs, Rush, Shearer, Crusham.
Yes.
Prolific periods, time the last. I think like Ian Rush was deadly, Shearer was deadly, Ryan Giggs just popped up, but I doubt it was him. That's mad. I'm gonna go just because he was at his peak for scoring goals, but I don't know if it's gonna come to it. I'm gonna go Ian Rush.
Unfortunately, it is not Ian Rush. Ian Rush is he's the closest. He's to come to breaking the long-standing record, but it is actually Eriktenhag with 49 goals and 44 appearances.
Who's that?
I don't even know who that is. Who did he play for?
County guy.
Oh,
the FA Cup is it's been there for a while.
He's stat padded.
he was probably stat padding against like.
I thought it was Ryan Giggs.
I wonder what era though. I wonder what era he was because I've never heard of him.
He's
class. That's class, man. That's a cool surname. Harry Krishna. No, I didn't. I said Crusham.
I think he was making fun of my pronunciation, to be honest, because I just like rushed to it.
I had never heard of him. So I was thinking Ian Rush, obviously, because Ian Rush is like prolific period of time, like when he joined Liverpool. So I was thinking like this guy was a freak of a machine. So I was like, and Shearer scored all his goals in the league. So,
all right, well, let's go, Money Mace. Which one are you going to go with?
300.
300. When was the FA Cup founded? Ooh.
What is
this?
Early 1900s. Like,
I think this one has got to go to VAR. I mean.
I do have a year in mind. Funnily enough.
Yeah, will you take it to VAR, please?
Yeah.
Oh!
Give me a headache.
I had a year in mind as well. If it comes up, I'm gonna cry.
I mean, it'll take a crazy historian to know like the anyway. All right. The VAR answers are 1961.
No.
1951.
No.
1871 and 1881.
What the? What was the C and D question answer again?
1871 and 1881.
I'll go for D.
It was in 1871. That's C. It says like
I knew it was one of the two, but I just genuinely didn't know.
You said what were the other ones you said? You said 9. What was the first two ones you said?
1955. That's when I think
is that EFL. Was that not the Stanley Matthews final, 1955?
No, I think that's when the EFL Cup was founded, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
But, I just put it in there because it's a date.
That's class, though, to be fair. Like,
Cup. But then, the VAR was meant to trick you there, but like, good. You were right, though, Maisy, with saying late 1800s. I think that's what you said.
Yeah,
All right.
because I knew it wasn't that late on, and I knew I had like early 1900s in my mind, but
You
then
said
when
early
you didn't say when you started saying the 1800s, because I had I had like 1910 at the back of my mind for some reason.
Yeah.
So I thought, well, I'll go the nearest one to 1910, but obviously it wasn't that.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yo. Shout out to you, Joe Blackman in the house, 1871. That's true, Ravi. Magic Krishna says the FA Cup was established before footballers were paid. It is the longest cup
The longest
ever.
award.
It is, yeah.
Oldest, sorry. That's the word that I wanted to use. All right. Which one are you going with, brother?
400.
400. What is Luton Town Stadium
What is
name?
this?
Oh, come on.
Luton Town Education
I'm so glad
Seminar.
I didn't get this question.
This is the only Luton Town question I'd ever actually get in my life. Oh, this is criminal.
I told you earlier last round. What is Luton Town doing here? They didn't get here yet. They didn't get here yet. I told you this. And now you bring them up again.
Oh man. I'm sure this one is gonna go to VAR.
Wait, hold up. Let me think. It's old something. But I'm gonna go to VAR because I'm close.
You know, yeah,
I'm close.
yeah. Okay. All right. So A. Hold on. Okay, there it is. Right.
I'm close.
A. Vitality Stadium.
No. Hold on, wait.
B. Falmer Stadium.
Next.
C. Kenilworth Road.
There's a K there. No. Next.
D. Craven Cottage.
It's definitely not Craven Cottage. It's definitely not C. So is that wait? What's B again? I'll go with B. I think it was Vitality something.
Vitality Stadium.
It's C, isn't it?
Yeah, it's C.
Who are these people?
Vitality Stadium is Bournemouth. And
yeah, I know this stadium
Right.
fun enough because I actually used to live in a street that was actually named after this.
Yeah.
Kenilworth Road.
Who are I knew there's a road in there. I knew there's a road in there.
It's gonna be the Kenny. We're gonna be playing at the Kenny, hopefully.
I never knew that. Is that the name of like the person who's back door everyone will have to go through to get to the VAR checks?
So far, this are the most. They're gonna be in my top 3 of hated team this season. Already, well, Aston Villa and West Ham because they wear burgundy color. This is on the list.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's the Luton Town Education Seminar. Now for the extra bonus round. Let's go to the wheel and see who is going to get first pick on that. I think it's gonna be Omo. Oh,
Wait. Yes. Force is strong with this one.
I'm not Arsenal. You can't be happening to me.
I can't see Reese, by the way.
Reese, where are you?
That is crew. What is crew? What is this?
He's put his sunglasses on his camera.
Nah, I've took them off.
What is this paying the rep? I need some penalties my way.
Reese, what's going on with your camera? All right, 200.
My camera's on. What's going on?
You need to turn it on and off, maybe.
Oh, hold on 1 second. That's weird.
Oh, good. You're back. All right, for 200, right?
Yeah, 200. Yeah.
Only
Arsenal
Brent have won the FA Cup more times than Man United.
Arsenal.
And the answer is Arsenal.
I saw this yesterday.
I just know it. Like, it's the only thing I'm going to be like. But it's the only thing Arsenal fans can actually hold apart from their season that nobody gives a crap about.
Luca is in the house. Careful.
That's all right. I'm sure he'll be ranting and raving.
He is right. Nobody cares about Arsenal. They're just there.
Aye, they're present. They're like Spurs.
All right, let's go for the 100. You always get the Southampton did the double on Chelsea. True or false?
True.
That is true.
Yeah.
Very true.
Chelsea
all
lost.
right.
I would have chosen true too.
They've had three the best results all season. Well, actually, no, four. The double over Chelsea, the 4-4 draw, and then the 3-3 draw. They've had some of the best games all season, Southampton, even though they're sadly gone.
And they've drew against us.
And that, yeah.
And we didn't get a penalty. We need some better ref.
True.
Mhm.
True.
Maze is going for the. Oh, she's well gone.
All right, Mace, it's your turn to go first. Pickings on the semi-final.
500.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, just give them what you want. 500.
FA Cup top scorer this season is.
Is it who I think it is?
Can I go to VAR with this one?
You can certainly take it to VAR. All right. Hold on. It is. All right, cool. Now.
He better not be who I think it is.
I
It
honestly
is. Okay.
haven't got a clue who it is.
So here are your VAR options.
I have two people in my head.
A. Julian Alvarez. B. Armando Dobra. C. Riyad Mahrez. D. Paul Mullin.
Oh, never mind.
I'd go for A or C.
Don't look at the comments. That was a funny comment.
So
gonna
glad that. So glad.
I'm gonna take the risk on C with Mahrez.
It is not Riyad
It's Alvarez,
Mahrez.
isn't it?
No.
Paul
Oh.
Mullen. Paul
It's
Mullen.
Paul Mullin, who plays for Wrexham. Yes.
Yeah.
What is he doing? Another American club. Oh,
They were,
I never even
pro-
bloody heard of him, so I couldn't care less.
He's got 8 goals, and I think Mahrez is second on the list.
He scored in that the game against Notts County as well when there was a battle for who's going to win the league. Like he scored right at the very end, I think.
Yeah. Almost you get a
400.
second pick in
400
400.
immediately.
All right. Man United won the FA Cup last won the FA Cup in what year?
Okay, hold on. Wait. Ole, run it back. Marino, rewind it back. He came that year. Wait. Let me think. He came that year.
This is the best.
2016. Final answer.
I mean, to be fair,
He even said final answer after working it out. I love it. 2016. That's true.
I was crafty. Ole, run it back.
I had to run it back through every manager. I knew it was Louis Van Gaal and he got fired. So I had to run back every single manager that's been a manager. Like somebody has to mess up.
2 days after winning that final.
That was right. 300. Let's see. Who scored the fastest FA Cup goal?
What are these questions, man?
We're going to know a lot about FA Cup after today.
Actually, I do. Funnily enough, I do think it's a Chelsea player. I actually do think it's a Chelsea player. Funnily enough, it's down to 2, is it? I'm going to go with Roberto Di Matteo.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
This man is brave.
It is not Roberto Di Matteo.
Then it's the other one.
I have to pass it on to either Maisy or Omo. Which one are you?
I'm stealing it for them. I'm still saying Gus Poyet.
You should have taken it too far so that I can pass the points. Maisy and Omo, do you guys want to try?
Ryan Giggs. Final answer.
It's not.
Just genuinely don't have a clue. Couldn't answer.
I was thinking Chelsea because of how fast they scored in the year they won it in 97, just how fast like that goal was. I was just thinking of that Chelsea team. Like that. To be fair, that Chelsea team was built on free agents. It had Vialli and Zola, it had Poyet, it had Di Matteo, Deschamps, Desai. And I was thinking them because they were so fast out the traps and they scored quite quickly. So Who beat that goal then?
There is somebody, and we all know him. I'm pretty sure
I wanna-
we all know him.
What do you mean we
What?
all know him? It's Ryan
Let-
Giggs.
What team did he play for? Because it shouldn't be Man. There's no way it's Man United.
Oh man, I'll say he's French. I'll say he.
Henry, Perez, Martial.
Is it Thierry Henry? It can't be
It is
Thierry
not-
Henry.
It is not Henry. It is not.
It's not.
Henry.
It's
Is
definitely
it?
not Martial.
Is it Olivier Giroud?
Pogba,
No, he played for Man United at one point. Yes.
Bertrand,
What?
Laurent Blanc.
Saha.
Louis Saha, exactly.
Saha, really?
Yes,
Yeah.
Saha played for us.
No, I know he played for us. I'm saying like Saha when?
How did he score the fastest goal?
He
What
scored
FA
it.
Cup final?
What year was this?
It wasn't 2000.
In
No, not 2004.
2009.
Oh, I
In
thought you were going to say
2009, he actually broke a record. The record was 30 seconds. It was like this guy from Aston Villa called Bob Chat. And-
Burgundy team. I don't like him.
So
Yeah, but-
Saha, was that
but
Chelsea?
Saha scored
Chelsea
in
Everton.
2005.
So that was the Chelsea Everton final. What Chelsea Everton fight? Fucking Saha, you son of a bitch. Yeah,
Anyway.
that would have been Chelsea. Yeah, Carlo Ancelotti's aye. Oh, son of a bitch. Goose Hiddink, I hate you, man.
Yeah. Well. Let's go to the wheel for the bonus.
How did I not?
We need some VAR to check this will.
I was fine. It's just it loves me. All right. It just loves me.
We
See,
need VAR
watch.
for this will.
See, does
we
that
need
again?
VAR
See?
for this will.
It's not
crazy.
Penalty.
It spends. I'll take it. I'll take my
That is
200.
crazy.
I'll take my 200. You know.
That is crazy, Reece.
It's always. It's not. I'm not
You
doing
know what?
anything.
You know
I
what?
cannot-
I'm gonna win my points on the board.
Oh, Blackburn Rovers.
He even knows the answer before I can even read the question. It is Blackburn Rovers, exactly. All
Wait,
right.
they did it twice. These are special people.
Blackburn Rovers. Yeah, an
They
embarrassment.
deserve it because of that kid.
Yeah.
Oh, the competition is tight, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Let's see who is going to get the lucky 100 points. And
I'm just waiting for the
sorry.
final because I'm not gonna get this one.
Come on, Mace. Come on, Mace.
I'm waiting for the
Yes.
final.
This wheel, there's no
Paulinho
point.
FC. Paulinho FC is here to dunk another 100.
Sancho has more Premier League goals than Jack Grealish this season. True or false, please?
True.
It is
I
absolutely
think it's
true.
one go over 8-7.
And JPD. All right, boom. All right. Woof. It's tight.
Final.
It's tight.
Final round. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, on to the final 600 for JPDF20, 600 for fifth time, 650 for Wout 11. The competition is
Wow,
tight.
the king of Wembley.
Yo, all right, let's go ahead and spin this wheel to determine
Come
who
on.
gets the first picking on
Come
the
on.
final day.
Come on.
We know Reese has the power of.
I'm just waiting
That's
for
what I'm saying.
300.
It will not work. It will not work for me this time. Guaranteed. It will
I'm
not
just waiting
work.
for 300.
500.
300.
This is crazy.
Come on. Please give me a question I'll actually like this time.
This is crazy. All right, for 300.
No,
points.
no. 500. What's the
Wait,
300
are
coming?
you sure about that? Are you sure
Sorry,
you
for
want to go 500?
Sorry.
Yeah, I want 5.
Well,
I want 5.
just know if you go to VRL, you go to 250.
That's fine.
Okay.
All right. For all right. Here we go. 500 points. Which manager has won the FA Cup the most?
I know this answer.
I'm going to go with Arsene Wenger.
Is Arsene Wenger your final answer?
Yes.
The answer is Wenger. Yes, it is Arsene
This is
Wenger.
a cheat. This is a travesty.
So let me guess. 1998, 2002, 2014, 2015, and then 2017.
Yeah.
So you're 2017 or 2018 when they beat Chelsea. Yeah.
Wow.
It's rigged. So that's how it went when you need them.
This is
This,
my lucky.
Ravi was
lucky day.
asking, yo, I just read the scores, Ravi, and look at that. Reese just skyrocketed to 1100. All right, let's see.
rigged it.
Mace is going second.
I can still lose. I can still lose this, by the way.
I'll go for 400.
400. Let's see. Man United player with the most FA Cup appearances. Woo. That's a tough one.
I'm gonna take a punt here and go for Ryan Giggs.
The answer is your final answer, Ryan Giggs?
Yes.
The answer is Ryan Giggs. All right. So
That's who I was thinking, to be fair. I couldn't think of anybody else who would come
Ryan
close.
Giggs. This is rigged. I need both answers.
It's your turn, Omar.
Give me the 300, like I predicted before we got to the final.
You called it. You called it. That's the funny part. How many times have Man United won the FA Cup?
Why should I know this?
Because you'll be arguing on Twitter Spaces with somebody, and you need to like close your argument with a punchline and
I
let
was
them
just telling
know.
him we have 40 trophies in total, including the Carabao Cup.
Yes.
Okay,
That's
let's
heritage.
see. Arsenal has the most, right? So Man United is somewhere there. Not 2, not 3. I don't know how many Arsenal have. You didn't ask that question. That should be the real question at the round of 16. How many FA Cup titles Arsenal have?
I also know that.
You could narrow it down.
I also know that.
Rigged.
To painfully say so.
And I'm not going to VAR either. I'm sure I'm gonna guess this.
Oh yes, good sir.
No, go to VAR because no one else will take the points then.
It'd be between you and me for the random number as
I'm going
well.
to lose a 200, 100 spin regardless because it's rigged.
Maisy, it's really like if you get the full points and then maybe you might get the bonus round points. You actually
I'm not going to VAR.
Go on, you can get this. Go for it.
Let's see.
Trust in the force.
13 minus the 13 to that is 15 right there. Couple of those. We won 2 of those, so that is 17 right there. Carabao Cup. How many do we have?
Forget the Carabao Cup. That's not going to help you.
No. Because see, I got a minus. I got a minus.
5 seconds left.
I'm liking your algorithm.
I'm counting down. Almost 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm gonna go with 7.
7.
Oh.
Wait, 12. Final answer.
It is
You
not.
can't change.
No.
12. Final answer.
You said 7.
You said 7.
So it is 12.
And I was like, it is not. And then you're like, I'm 12. No.
We're two behind. We're 2
So
behind
I was
Arsenal.
right. I was right.
But you still said 7. You still said 7.
This is rigged.
We're 2 behind Arsenal. They're on 14, I believe.
This question, I should have passed it on to the rest of the house, but you decided to just like cheat and mess up this phase of play. So I'm gonna have to dig for a bonus question to pass on to the house. We'll see. All right, hold on. Let's see. All right. For the next so Reese is over here. All right, cool. Let's go. Let's spin this wheel and see who is gonna get the bonus.
It's gonna Reese either way.
It's not going to be. It's going to be Maisy.
I'm not worried at all.
Well, there you go. See, no complaining.
Wait, what is this? Oh, so this is how the fight against Man City will go. This whole year we didn't get a penalty call. Then now I'm getting a penalty call at the last minute.
Oh, magic cushion.
Okay, all right. 200 or 100, Omo?
I'm always gonna go for the highest number, 200.
Okay, for 200 points. What is the meaning of Pichichi?
What?
in football, when you hear somebody say Pichichi, what are they talking about?
I don't know. Pass it on. No, VAR.
Okay. A Spanish drink.
No.
B, a Spanish poacher. C, top goal scorer. D, central defensive midfielder.
C. Final answer.
Okay, it is C. All right.
You see, I'm almost Spanish.
Yeah.
You get your 200. All right. Let's spin the wheel for the final time and see who is going to get this. Is it going to be Reese? Oh, Maisy. It is going to be Maisy. All right.
She's gonna draw.
Let's go. Go.
This has been a good quiz either way. I've had a blast.
For 100 points. Maisy, let me put you on your seat. Oh, you are on your seat. Boom. All right. For 100. Boom. Yaya Toure has never missed a penalty in the Premier League. True or false?
I've never recalled Yaya Toure bloody taking one. Never mind bloody anything else. Like, I'm gonna go true because I've never seen this guy take a pen.
I love the logic because he's taken 15 penalties for Mancity and he has never missed, while he was playing. So, wow.
This is a travesty.
Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. At the end of the tournament, we have the scores are pretty much right there on the screen. Look at that. 1,105th time, and JPDF 20 and Wout 11, unfortunately, is third. Wow.
Walt, the king of Wembley.
Why did you mess up my bonus question, Omo? Hold on. Now let me see if I can.
Okay, what bonus question?
Like the 300, the one
Wait,
about
no. I got it right. I would have been first.
No, you didn't.
First.
No, you did.
I
You said
first.
you jumped in.
7. Then I said 12 final answer. I didn't say 7 was my final answer. I said 7, 12 final answer. This whole time the answer was final answer. And now when I say 7 with no final answer after it, you take it. This is rigged. I'm taking it to the FA court. I have to take it to the FA court.
FA court.
All right. Well, to figure out who the winner is today, we're gonna pretty much move on to a section of the game that Reese has played before. It is called Guess the Baller.
Oh no!
You pretty much get 2 minutes, and you get clues about a certain player's background or profile, and then you try and say who the person is.
Luck was on my.
You're relegated, brother.
Luck was on my side last time.
I'm not even gonna win this. I might as well just give it to Greece already.
Trust me, you've got leap all knowledge. Honestly,
I will win this.
You're not even in it.
Okay, all right. Let's see. All right, let me pull up my cards real quick.
Taking a low move.
Blind.
Okay. Taking a low move.
And now the timer. All right, there we go. Boom. Okay, so it's 2 minutes, as I said. Let's set the time.
All you got to do, basically, before the time starts, is he'll give you clues on a footballer, and all you got to do is just say the player. That's it.
I won't have a clue what they are.
I know who the footballer is. I have no idea.
You just gotta give it a shot, Maze. It'll be
fine.
Don't worry.
I'm moving like Cancelo.
Okay, all right. So let's get this. All right, cool. So here we go. 1, 2, and I think it's gonna be Reese to go first. Let's go Reese first.
Okay.
Yeah, right. Because you've played this before. All right. Okay. So Boom. All right. So, are you ready?
I am.
All right. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Let me start the clock. So, I started my career in Ordinese Youth, and then I went to Ajax, and then I went to Spurs, and then I went to Inter Milan, and then I went to Brentford.
Christian
and then I
Eriksen.
went- Christian Eriksen. I started my career in Detto, and then I went to FC Emmen, and then I went to Alkmaar, and then I went to Wolfsburg, and then I went to Burnley, and then I went to
Wout
Besiktas.
Weghorst.
Wout Weghorst. All right. I started my career in Newell under 20, and then I went to Defensa, and then I went to Ajax, and then I went to Man United,
Martinez.
and then Lisandro Martinez. I started my career in ACB Youth. Then I went to Monaco. Then I went to Man United under 18. Then under 23. Then I went to
Hannibal
Birmingham.
Meshbury.
Hannibal Meshbury. All right. I started my career in Sao Paulo under 20. And then I went to Real Madrid.
Antony.
And then I went to FC Porto. And then I went to Real Madrid. And then I went to FC Porto. And then I went back to Real Madrid. And then I came to Man United.
Diego Dallo.
I am from Brazil. I played
Casemiro.
as a defensive mid. Casemiro.
You went to Porto twice?
Yes.
Yeah.
What a
So
baller.
I started my career in Man United Youth. Then I went to under 18. And then I went to Stockport. And then I went to Shrewsbury. And then I went to Man United under 23. And then I went
Charlie
to
Neal.
Huh?
I went Charlie Neal. I can't remember.
Ooh, all right. I didn't hear
That was fun.
All right, you got 6.
I'll take that because some of these were a lot more different than also different than last time. But the ones I got last time, I was
These
like,
are
okay, let's
easy.
see what I
You
got.
should have done this instead.
You got really, really easy ones. You got lots of easy ones.
Compared to last time, I got freaking like Angel Gomez and all that. I was like Marwan Fellaini. I was on the high streets last time. I was on bloody.
I could have done this and got all of it right.
Yeah, well, you didn't. You're relegated.
This is cheating on the highest order.
That is fun. Right,
Okay. Let's go. Are you ready, Manny Mace?
Maybe.
Okay, all right. Here we go. Let me start the timer again. All right. I started my career in Olympic Lyon under 19. Then I went to Olympic Lyon B, Monaco. Then I went to Monaco, and then I went to Man United, and then I went to Sevilla on loan, and then I came back. Martial. All right. I started my career in Village Youth, and then I went to Austria under 15. That's a team. I went to Admira under 17, and then I went to Rapid Vienna, and then I went to RB Leipzig, and then I went to
Sabitzer.
RB Marcel Sabitzer. All right. I started my career in Odense Youth, and then I went to Ajax, and then I went to Spurs, and then I went to Inter, and then I went to Brentford, and then Christian Eriksen. Okay, I started my career in Lomen SK Youth. Then I went to PSV Eindhoven, and then I went to Man United under 18, and then Man United under 21, and then I went to Granada, and then I went to Valencia, and then I went to Lazio, and then I came back to Man United, and then I went to Flamengo.
Skip.
Okay, all right. I started my career in Boca Barco, and then I went to Atlanta Youth, and then I went to Man United, then I went to Rangers, and then I went to Amad Diallo. okay, I started my career in a Man United youth, and then I went to Stockport, and then I went to Grimsby Town, and then I went to Shrewsbury, and then I went to Sheffield United, and then I went to Man United under 23, and then I went to Nottingham Forest on loan, and
James Gardner,
I'm a goalkeeper. I am English.
Dean Henderson.
Dean Henderson. All right. Oh, oh my goodness.
It's fun, but it's hard. It's fun, but it's hard. Like when it gets you.
Rick.
Oh, it's a tie, ladies and gentlemen. It's a tie.
Yeah, I was literally counting. I was like, she's one away from tying this. I was like, she's one away.
Oh,
I will, because it's been such a good laugh. I will humbly take this as a draw, but the champion technically does retain on a draw. So, congratulations, Mace.
To be honest, I didn't think I was gonna get that, and I was literally like really getting nervous.
I told you were class at this.
Somehow you keep showing up when Reese was like taking it. And
I was counting. I was counting. I was like, if only I just got the last one. I was like, when minute I got to Forest, I was like, there's only going to be one. I had between two, and I forgot like Garner and Henderson.
I'm wearing a jumper right now, and like that timer made me sweat.
I'm sorry.
This needs to go in the washer, man.
Omar, how's the championship?
It's great. I can't wait till FA call it.
You're slumming it with Leeds, mate. You're slumming it with Leeds fans. How does that make you feel?
I'm gonna enjoy. At least there's no team with Burgundy here. It's beautiful in championship. You see all this team, all this competition. This is what I like.
Enjoy your 40
I don't
seconds.
want to come to the Premier League where there's only a one-horse race in Man City and everybody else fight for second and third. I'd rather fight.
I applaud your.
And I'm gonna meet you guys at the FA Cup.
Somehow, Omar, I feel like the wheel was against you, though. You know, there was something that was just like somehow favoring Reese.
We didn't get a penalty until the final.
Yeah,
Luck of the draw. It was just luck of the draw. That was all it was.
We didn't get a penalty until the final.
Yeah, I got the big penalty kick, and it still wasn't enough.
It's like one of those Grealish dives. You know when the tackle Grealish is a penalty.
All I'm gonna say is like even win or lose, or in this case draw, it's always a good laugh. A quiz, always a good laugh.
Yeah, yo. I'm so glad that you guys were able to participate on this one, and you know, it's
all I'm gonna say is number five has been fired. He's just been sacked. I've just handed him I've just handed him like no contract clause, like no payments. He's been sacked. Fifth time he's been fired.
yo. I want to also just say shout out to everybody that was participating on the chat and throughout the every step of the way on the quiz. Like even with they asked for the bonus round, it was a tie again, and we just have to pretty much just say the trophy goes to both of them. They're gonna have to have a rematch another day. So I like to present to you, Reese and Mace. Shout out to you guys for actually just showing up and being a good sport, and to you too, Omo. You get the participation trophy. So thank you so much.
No, I want the relegation trophy. I want to fight with Leeds. At least Luton is not down there, so I'm free. I don't have to go to the Kenny.
I'd love to declare that the game is now done, and don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so. When we come back, we'll briefly talk about the FA Cup, because that's the thing that we're looking forward to in a few hours. Thank you, everybody that's been tuned in. We will be back in a second. Let's go. Let's play the
Bruno Fernandes! Just waiting on the back post, surely he'll be found. And first Premier League goal at Old Trafford.
Now, so the rumor is that Ortega is gonna be starting in goal. I don't know if you guys have seen that in the rumor.
That's been confirmed. Yeah, he will start in goal tomorrow.
Is this a good sign? What's going
I
to
don't know
happen?
why. This is
He's,
the mind game nonsense that he likes to do.
he's a decent goalkeeper, but like I don't know. He's a decent backup goalkeeper.
I think he's been the goalkeeper for this whole FA Cup run for them, right? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Like, we
he
did
has.
say
Yeah,
Romero.
yeah, the exact same.
I hear you. Sorry, I was laughing at the comments when they're saying you can't have two Premier League champions. It was a cup. We saw it was semi-final knockout. So we decided to settle on two finalists that will have a rematch, guys. Let's calm down on that. And yeah, I'll drop the link right there if you want to pop in anytime and just share your thoughts on the game. Please feel free. The game tomorrow, by the way, that's what we're talking about now. But yeah, I mean, I haven't seen enough Ortega for me to be like, this is his weakness or whatever. It seems like whenever he's playing for me, he just does the job. But I just see less tattoos, and I'm like, oh, that's not Edison.
He was good. He was
just
good at he was good at Arminia Bielefeld. He was actually quite good in the Bundesliga, so I can see why Pep brought him in. He's a good goalkeeper. Like he fits the role really well. So like he's not like Ederson, like an absolute machine sweeper keeper, but he actually will come out and claim he will command his area, but he's not as psychotic as Ederson is. I think it'll be a decent game. He's a decent shot stopper, but like I think that's what we can get at as well. Like we can get at that, but doesn't really matter for me who's in goal. Who matters to me is who's in their defence. Like we have to be careful about their defence. That's I'm not bothered about their attack because their attack is predictable. It's their defence who they actually play that I'm more concerned about because they've got so many combinations.
Maisy, what are your thoughts on how are you feeling confident about City, or are you a little
To
bit?
be honest, I ain't confident, but it's a 50-50 game at the end of the day. I did predict 2-1 towards an extra time against Newcastle in the Carabao Cup, so hopefully the exact same result happens as the Newcastle game. I think Ten Hag is gonna look at a similar kind of way as what he played against Newcastle in the Carabao Cup, because this is what our third time at Wembley this season, including the semi-finals, or is it
Yeah.
the second? I don't know.
Third time because when we played the semi-final of Brighton.
Yeah, both times. No, we won't.
And we're having the same dressing room, same everything.
Well, whatever. We played him a few times anyway. We need to look at compared to January. We do have a stronger defense compared to what we did have. So that's a positive we need to consider. We've actually got more than one centre back available. I think for me, the only thing what's going to be more of a concern is the attacking. But I can't see many goals being scored in general anyway. I can't see City battering us, whereas I can't see the same. I can't see us battering City. So I think it is going to be limited goals. I don't think the goal scoring will necessarily matter because we do have goal threats, not just in the attacking. We do have it in the midfield there of whoever starts, of Cass, Fred, Erik. So we still have that attacking threat in them kind of areas too. So
That's true.
I did go for. I'm probably more hopeful than anything 2-1, but I just have to see.
Is Luke Shaw fit for the final? I heard Luke Shaw's not fit.
I've heard it's 50-50. He's travelled.
Because this is a game where I really want Malacia to have a brilliant game where like this guy's been getting pelters by a lot of people all season, but he's a decent player. He's not outstanding quality, but he's got potential, and I really hope like if he does start, I hope he has an absolute amazing game and he contributes to a win. But when I look at it, like how we play tomorrow, I just hope we play as compact as possible and actually force City to go out wide. If we can just control the middle, they'll have to go out wide, and then Haaland's limited for. Like Haaland is limited if we actually stay compact because they're not going to get the ball to him. That's what I hope for him. We've got to play so tight in that position.
No, yeah. Joe, what's up, brother?
What's good? Please forgive me. I don't have my normal sick mic because I'm just using the camera today. I'm on location. I'm in Scotland, so please forgive.
Oh, hey, all good, brother. Thank you for swinging by. We saw you in the comments, and
I had to jump in because I was on another show just a minute ago talking about the same thing, right? And City fans are too confident, you know. City fans are
Naturally.
very confident. They're already making their barbecues ready. They're smoking their cigars already. They're telling me that you got no chance, Joe. You got no chance. I don't know why you're even thinking that you're going to be able to do anything. Basically, if we play our best and you play your best, you can't beat us. So that's what they say.
I'd
But I think they forget. I think they forget that Ten Hag is not that guy to just sit back and take. Even if it's a counter-attacking game, I don't care
yeah.
how we win. We're using the tools that we have available. Yeah,
I'd
that's
say
what I'm
try and
saying.
play them like Brentford did in the final game of the season. Even though it was a weakened City team, I would still try it that way, to be honest.
I would
Their
say
weakened
rock them
team
up.
though could still the top four. That's the frightening thing.
I know that is exactly that's the scary thing as well. Is like they're B-Tech side because it literally is like it's frightening the stuff they've got, like the quality they've got in rotation. You're right. I don't know how we're going to set up, but that's the thing that scares me.
Do you guys reckon, like, well, you heard him in the press conference. He said there's a slight chance that Antony might be able to start, but for me, like the tone that I got was like, nah, he's not gonna start. But who knows? Like, do you guys think like what better off with Antony starting or without him starting?
I would hope if Antony's available, just quick thing for me, if Antony's available, I would hope he starts on the bench. Sancho's in good form. I'd start Sancho, and then towards the end, if we can get some minutes out of him, then I'd bring Antony on. I'd rather stick with Sancho.
But the thing is, we may not have no choice but to start Antony if he was fully fit, because we're not going to start Made of Glass Martial and we're not going to start without Weghorst. So we will have no choice but to play Antony, and we'll be playing Antony on the right and Sancho on the left.
That's a good point.
No, Wild is starting. Wild Workers is starting.
That's why he lost tonight, because he's back in Weghorst.
Listen. This is eriktenhag. He's gonna start Wild Workers.
What? To press or what? Like,
listen. The whole like I said, I didn't tell you we will win if the score is 0-0 at first half. Second half, if we go to the second half and this draw, 100% winning. Like, I'm not even worried. Just tie the game in the first half. Oh, wow, you did your job. Get out. Go sit down. And let's just kill this game up pretty much. The first half what determines everything.
The first 20 minutes.
The first goal determines everything. I feel like this type of match we want to score first. If City score first, do you guys think we'll be feeling confident? Like, we might actually, you know what I mean? It's like one of those things where we gotta.
No.
See, I'm not even thinking that far because I don't think they would. Like, I don't think they will score first.
There's one thing tomorrow that's happening. There's one thing that we know tomorrow that is City are playing for this to complete part 2 of a potential treble. For us, it's playing for pride to stop the treble. So behave, box, behave. He scored a beautiful goal against City. In the early in the season, he can do it again in the cup final if he plays. All I'm gonna say is, like, we're playing for pride tomorrow in that sense of to stop the treble. They're playing to get part 2. It's one mistake. I actually still think that. I think this game's going to extra time. I think it's going to be so cautious
that's
a lot of the game.
This game is over in 90 minutes. Wrap it up.
I think it's going to be over in 90 minutes. I think we're going to either we wrap it up or they wrap it up, but someone's going to get rolled up in the 90 minutes, man. Definitely.
I just got a funny feeling that it goes. I
don't fear City, right? Like, the reason why they lost because the Queen died. Pretty much it. I'm gonna blame that on the Queen death. She died. They came back. They played against Leeds. They played against us, and they beat us 6-3. We didn't play nobody but Europa team all day. We had played 2 Europa matches, and they played and the Champions League. Nah,
I never thought of it here.
Are you an Arsenal fan? Because only Arsenal fans excuses. What's going on?
I'm serious. I have blamed the Queen death.
What kind of foolishness are you talking?
I know Arsenal fans done that because Arsenal fans are mental. We won't go there.
No. Arsenal fans they're special. At
You
least
sound
they
like
won
an
the league
Arsenal
in
fan when you say
January.
things like that, bro.
I'm saying that the only reason why they beat us 6-3, and you can see what happened when they came to the Fortress. They lost. So either way, what I'm saying is now they're gonna go to Wembley. We have Waterworld, the king of Wembley, and we're gonna smack him. We're gonna smash him, and we're gonna leave with
Do
the
you
FA
want
Cup.
Mark to start?
Okay, so Omar, I want to understand you. What's your lineup, real quick? So you have Wargos up front.
I have
or is it-
Wargos playing. I have Rashford on the left. I have Sancho on the right. My midfield is Fred, Bruno, Casemiro. I'm not sure if Shaw is fit or not. But on that left hand side, I'll grab Malacia. Like that first half, we're just trying to hold it in, and Lindelof, Varane, and Aaron Bissaka. We're not trying to give them no easy 1-on-1. And Fred, follow wherever KDB goes. Follow his shadow. Wherever he goes, you go. It doesn't want to matter. And that's how we beat them the last time. As in KDB got his cross off.
I don't think it'll be as easy as that.
Like I'm not afraid of this team. Like I'm not.
Joe,
That's-
what lineup are you going with and why?
You know what? Even though I don't like what you said, I could see the manager doing something like that. I could actually see him starting like that and then changing it halfway through. Yeah, or changing it if it doesn't feel right, which I hope he doesn't do, if I'm being honest. I want him to start. I would start Antony if he's fit, yeah, on the right. I would start Martial. I would start Rashford down the middle, Sancho on the left. Obviously, Bruno, Casemiro, and I think Fred. Probably Fred. The back line would be Dallo on the left, Luke Shaw in the middle, Varane, and Aaron Wan-Bissaka, definitely.
Whoa.
That would be my starting lineup anyway.
Interesting.
Yeah, Martial's injured again, so that's a bonus.
Yeah, Martial is just a chuck. Don't even let me say anything about Martial yet, because it's you want him there, but he's never gonna be there. Just
Martial, right? Martial is that special a player that he convinces player FCs to still stand by him when he gets injured, standing still, listen to Ten Hag.
Of course.
That is magic. That is magic skills. Like that is unreal. Or as Maisy calls him, Maisy, if you will.
Fatiel.
Epic goals.
He must walk.
What's your lineup, Daisy? What's your lineup?
De Gea in goal, Wan-Bissaka on the right, Lindelof and Varane. I can see why people won't Luke Shaw as the centre back because he's done very well against Erling Haaland, but I do think Lindelof has been outstanding. And I have a feeling in the back of my mind that Shaw isn't fully fit. If he isn't, I'd say Dallow's going to be playing on the left. Otherwise, if Shaw's fit, Shaw's playing. Casemiro to CDM, Bruno and Eriksen, and then I'm gonna go for Sancho on the left. Sancho on the left, and then Sancho on the right, Rashford on the left, and Weghorst up top. I have a feeling that Weghorst is going to start in. I can see why people want Garnacho to start, but I just think this game is too big for Garnacho to start right now. And I want him to be blended in, come into this team like how Pep Guardiola done it with Phil Foden. I'm sick of all our academy players getting thrown into the starting 11. Look what's happened to our academy products in the past, and they've not worked out. So I think right now, hello Edda. I see that you don't want Weghorst, but I would, in an ideal world, I don't want Weghorst. Like, do you get what I mean? Like, that's my ideal world. If I had my ideal world, I'd rather play 9 players than start Weghorst. But
same. Not wrong.
Eddie,
not wrong.
Eddie, before I ask you and Reese about your lineup, I want to show you guys a crackhead lineup I saw earlier on. Look at this, guys.
I've got to head off.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right, Maisy. It was a pleasure having you, and you're the defending champ. You defended it even though you drew
Yeah,
with
bring a toenail, but it's fine. Thank you.
We'll have to settle that
Having
down.
me
Yo,
on.
big up Maisy.
I-
Should have had a bonus round.
I,
See ya.
I
later.
ruined
Yeah,
it.
I know, but never mind.
Next
But
time.
yeah, see you soon.
Right?
Yeah, have a laugh, Macy.
Yeah.
Look at that as you go.
Okay. Free at the back. Oh my god.
Oh,
Free at the
hell
back.
no.
No. And that's me. And
Who
no.
the hell did that?
Oh, and one
There's
thing.
a two-striker
Oh.
situation, guys. You know?
3-5-2. Oh, no way for that.
It's 3-5-2 with Fred as an attacking midfielder.
Wait, as in who's the coach for this? Thomas Tuchel or who? Lampard?
No, I'll let them stay nameless. I'll let them stay nameless, but you know.
Nah, I'm calling the
Is that what you were cooking?
Nah,
The
you
power
got to
hour.
for that, man. That's
No. It's not me. It's not me. Okay,
You
I have to
sure?
defend myself now. Hold on, let me show you. It's somebody on Twitter that I follow, and big up to them, by the way. I think his name is.
It's definitely not me, that's for sure.
It's not you, Reese. It's what's this? Who's this again? It is Privilege MUFC.
Okay, I'm blocking.
Okay.
That
I'm
lineup
blocking
is a freaking disgrace. That's all I'll say about it.
That's actually a perfect opportunity.
That's perfect.
for you to- that's,
I'm
That-
blocking that guy.
Oh, shit.
that's actually interesting because, funnily enough, I was also thinking back three.
Yeah.
Really?
Box going 4-5-1. Eddie, Reese, what are you going with? Good start, Reese. Go first.
Okay, so I'm going Octopus in goal. Then I'm going Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Varane, Dallo, Eriksen, Casemiro, Fred,
Okay.
Bruno, Rashford, Sancho.
So who's your striker? Rashford.
Rashford, yeah.
Okay.
Bruno right wing.
Bruno on the right hand side, yeah. On the
Oh,
channels.
no. Oh, that was his best game too for the City. We're 1-1.
That's exactly why I went from the right. That's exactly why I went Bruno on the right hand side, and I would on this game.
I'm glad I'm not hearing Veghorst in your team there, Reese.
That's
That
because
was-
that's because pain does not come into my side.
Good.
The only pain is the hair getting beaten at his near post.
Oh, don't put the negative vibe in the air, man.
Don't say it.
Reese, don't say that.
Don't jinx it.
Don't jinx
Yeah,
it,
I'm
bro.
saying it so it doesn't. I'm saying it purely because I hope it doesn't happen.
Oh god, if I see it happen tomorrow, you know I'm coming straight back on here like Reese.
Yeah.
It's the only reality that he gets beaten his near post so many times. I'm hoping that it doesn't happen tomorrow.
Yeah.
Nah. I would have
Eddie,
gone,
go.
man. He's gonna turn up, man. I got a good feeling about the hair.
Mm.
But yeah,
I've been sending so much smoke for people today that it really better not happen.
yeah. Just before I get into my team, I was on with Joe on a Patrick City fan stream, man. Those City fans, like Joe was saying,
They got so much chest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were acting like they were in this position before, like they've been on the verge of trebles, just laughing. One of the guys was talking about setting up barbecue. I talked about Fred being a mosquito. All of the stream, they were taking the piss out of the mosquito, man. Like he's not Mark De Bruyne.
The reality is they've been in this position so many times, and yet they still bottle it. I'd love to know where they're getting all. What you should be getting all this overconfidence. Like if this was Man City versus Newcastle in a cup final, or if this was Man City versus Chelsea, then I can understand the confidence because Newcastle don't know how to win a cup final, and Chelsea have not been great. So I can understand that confidence. But this is your local rival in a cup final. Has never happened before.
Yeah, Reece, I had to play dirty there. I had to bring up when they lost to Wigan 2013. They started screaming after that.
Good man.
They can lose to underdogs. They forgot about that shit.
Like, did they also not remember? Like, the City fans will probably not know this, but this is the first time a Manchester derby has ever been in an FA Cup final. It's never happened before.
They're playing it down.
And we're playing for pride. They don't realize what I said to them. Listen, forget about the football. Yeah.
And hang on, Joe. We're playing for pride. They're playing to win part 2.
Exactly.
We're winning to stop it from happening. Pride is an important trait in a human being.
And sometimes the beautiful game doesn't need to be that beautiful. I'm gonna make it ugly tomorrow. Yeah, I want Casemiro. Yeah, Fred's throw on McTominay later on when Fred loses his legs and just tell him to run into
Exactly.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah. After we
And just
score a
remember-
goal, just run into
You
people.
want a yellow card every 20 minutes.
And there's
I mean,
and there've been a
yellow card
situation.
every 20
There've been a
minutes.
big situation before. There've been a situation like that before where they had to beat United to win the league title. Could they do it? No. They got beaten in the second half.
They,
So
they're gonna. They think they're having a parade. They're gonna end up looking like Liverpool, winning the Premier League, and that's about it.
Except
we're going for that quadruple, isn't it, man? Yeah.
They thought they're gonna have parade. They're gonna have parade with one trophy that was gifted to them.
Except the only difference is at least they won in front of fans. I mean, Liverpool fans won it and lost it in front of no fans and their fans. I mean, that's unprecedented. Only Liverpool.
No, that's worse.
But I don't think you should get so cocky about a cup final.
Let me say my team, please.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah, because we just. I just hope the Man United team is like watching some of these Manchester City streams that are being way too cocky, and they get provoked into the violence that me and Joe have talked about. Not like illegal violence, the safe violence. That's what I was saying on Paddy's stream.
Yes,
legal scissor kicks, legal slide challenges, legal.
Yes, common violence. That's your job. Yeah.
Exactly
that.
18 seconds. That's what I'm talking about.
Like I said, everybody should get a yellow card. Get a yellow card. Don't choke him. Put him by his shirt.
Oh yeah, but Omo, we can't do it in the first 2 minutes like Dallo did.
No, not in the first 2 minutes. Listen, somebody go get a yellow card in 5 minutes. Another person go get a yellow card in 15 minutes. Time your yellow cards.
Time it, yeah. Time the violence. That's what I'm saying. But
you passing the ball too much? Yeah, I'm just gonna kick you. You. Stop your tiki taka.
Or just do the Sterling on man and just grab him by the back of the thing and just like Chiellini did.
Oh, I remember that shit. Yo.
No, it's that you remember that kind of tackle. Was it Chiellini on somebody? There was a what
Varane has to do this is Varane has got to do the Chiellini. Varane's got to do the Chiellini.
Yeah,
He's got what I want to see tomorrow is Varane from about 55 yards away, so he doesn't get sent off for a potential goal scoring opportunity. Is he just grabs Jack Grealish by the back of the fucking shirt and he just yanks the fucker and he just chokes him.
Do that in the 40th minute. Just do it. Like, you're not gonna get another yellow card. You're too good of a player. Like, you have to force yourself to get a yellow card.
Yeah,
I've not even said my team, by the way. I was just announcing I was going to say my team.
Your team when you started on this announcement.
Eddie's team is just 11 waffles.
I'll just say the positions anyway. I want to talk about. I won't go through the whole team. I'll just say we've got to have Rashford through the middle. I'm sure Reece was saying that as well. Like
that's why I had you. Yeah,
Rashford through the middle. I don't care what wingers are playing because all they're going to be doing is tracking back. I don't think we're going to get any dribbling or any of that bullshit. Yeah, it's going to be long ball in behind for Rashford to run onto. And you know what? At the back, I think we've got to have Luke Shaw in there with a Varane because of what they did at Old Trafford. Just like try and draw upon that confidence from before. Yeah, Dalot left back and the right back Wan-Bissaka with the scissor kicks and the drop kicks, slide challenges, all of that kind of thing.
Yes.
And the midfield. Yeah, man, Bruno in there with Casemiro and a Fred, the mosquito. Yeah, I'm glad I'm on this stream when I can say mosquito and no one's laughing because on the City stream I was getting cooked all day. They're not respecting us, man. We need to show up. yeah, that's what they were thinking, man. They think they're just gonna handle Fred that easy. Nah, it's not gonna be like that.
People are saying we're gonna get bust up though. Did you not see that?
I want us to conclude on our predictions because Boxgate went with a 1-0 United. Some people said we kind of said penalties. Who said penalties? Was it you, Reese?
No, I said it goes to extra time.
Extra time. Okay. All right. Go ahead, Joe. Go ahead.
No, I was saying it might go to penalties. I said that. I said on the last one that it might go. I say like it's going to be a narrow victory, either 2-1, 1-0, or it's going to go down to penalties, man.
What were these City fans predicting then? If they're so damn cocky,
they were talking about 4-0s. Easy victories. They're talking about they're just having a pre-barbecue before they cook their fish on next week. You get me? They're saying having barbecues and cigars ready. We're just like the pre-meal. You get me?
This is the
We're just
attitude.
in the way.
I
That's how they're talking.
But
I already said they're gonna lose to us. They think they're gonna go to Inter, and Inter's like, "Yo, wait, what are you doing here? I have Megan here. Get out!" And Lukaku's gonna score too. Like, it's what's gonna happen. They're gonna lose both games 2-0, 2-0.
I would love that.
Wow.
They're losing both games 2-0, 2-0. I already put my parlay in.
You're gonna bet on that?
yeah,
I already bet on it.
For that.
If you bet that, yeah, you're gonna win some pig.
I already put my bet on it last week. 2-0, 2-0 both games.
I might join you on that one.
So
How much you gonna win?
I think
I
we're
don't know.
gonna.
I
think
put
we're
20
gonna
on
have-
both games. I do not. I disrespect City. I always bet against them. I always bet against them. I do not care who they play against. I will always bet against City.
It's gonna be one of those very tight games that's gonna really open up at the very, very end, I think, in my opinion. And I'm gonna go with a 3-1 United because here's the thing. We're gonna score that third goal when they're really pushing for trying to equalize and make it 2-2. So yeah, I'm gonna go with a
3-1. Yeah.
Like you see
I'm
right
confident.
there. I trust my goalkeeper with the Golden Glove, David the God.
Well,
It's gonna be 2 goals in this. Actually, both our goals will come in the second half. That's my prediction.
I'm going
predict the ball possession.
I'm going 1-0 United. Garnacho in the 117th minute.
Like 1-0. What about possession? What do you
If
think?
that happens, bro.
Listen, I don't want to. I don't want to be watching again for that long.
Channel it.
And this quick.
I think they're gonna have 72% possession.
Stop worrying about the stats. Worry about the goals.
We're gonna replicate Germany versus Argentina. It's supposedly the Messi tournament, the Messi final, which eventually got, but it's going to be that late goal. Garnacho's going to be in the Götze role, and whoever's playing the left wing's going to be in the Schürrle role. They're going to flick it through to him, and the fucker's just going to tap in with his left foot, and then, well, I don't know about City fans because we won't see them, but we'll definitely hear noise from the United side.
Yo, I'm going for a 1-0 as well. I'm thinking Rashford, the guy.
I am nervous over this final.
Most goals and assists this season. I think it's got to be destiny for that narrative to happen.
He better break 31.
Huh?
I say he had better beat 31 plus. 30 is too safe. I don't like 30. What's more?
I am nervous over this final just because of the fact is they haven't played, even though they haven't played in a couple of weeks as well, and they are fully fresh. We've played minutes. We are still recovering a bit. Like that will go in our favour, but the best period for us to take the game to City is that first 20 minutes because they've not played football in 3.
We playing at Wembley.
Yeah,
Watch Morgan's 45-minute masterclass.
The goal scoring
and Bruno, yeah.
Yes.
Bold.
Okay.
And you've went with and you've picked the goal scorer, City's best player, Gundogan. I like it.
Yeah. No, but
I stand by that. By the way, I stand by that. Gundogan is Man City's best player.
Well, not Haaland with his record breaking.
Well, he's by far the best goal scorer they've had in a long time. But I mean, like just in general, like their best player, in my opinion, is Ilkay Gundogan.
Yeah. So
what about Bernardo Silva?
But yeah.
I like Bernardo, man. I think he adds some.
I think he's quality.
Extra bit that you know what? He's basically the new Silva. You know exactly what David Silva used to bring to the team. Is exactly what Bernardo Silva brings to the team. That dynamism, that ability to beat a man. He's not the fastest on the pitch, but he doesn't need to be because you can't take the ball off him anyway. He's probably the closest thing to Messi when it comes to ball control. Right?
Yeah, that's true.
This man
just like Silva was, the old Silva.
You see, that's the kind of player. Guys, that's the kind of player we need. Yeah, because Bernardo, he's playing midfield, left wing, left back, and he's done well everywhere this season.
If we could steal him,
I just look at their team, and you're right. Like there's some great players in that squad, but I just think about you look at the recent success they've had under Guardiola. When I think about overall quality in that team, yes, Kevin De Bruyne is streets ahead of Ilkay Gundogan. Like I'll say that in open honesty. But here's the thing. When it comes to
stats or like technical play though,
technical ability, But the reason I say Gundogan is that, but when I say Gundogan is their best player, the reason I'm saying is when you look at decisive moments for City in the past 3-4 years, Ilkay Gundogan is the one that actually has the most important moments for them in terms of clutch and delivering when they really need it.
Yeah, there was that one
Kevin De
season where
Bruyne
he was like
doesn't.
top scorer as well. Like this guy.
Yeah, exactly. And he scored the goal at the last day of the season as well to win the league for them. Like when they need somebody, if the striker can't do it, if the centre forward for the wingers can't do it, up pops a German. Germans always bloody deliver when you need them to. Gundogan does that.
Funny, so he's the perfect guy to kick in the leg in our team right now. This is why we're getting people like Mount linked to us. Yeah, because we can't just keep getting Rashford to score all the goals. Yeah, and then we can't rely on someone like Martial to be available, let alone score any goals. Yeah, even though when he does play, he usually scores. But what I'm saying is, you can't rely on someone that's not available. Yeah,
I agree.
If we can look, imagine the goal contribution we would have if we had a Mason Mount this season and we had Harry Kane, somebody like that, of that ilk, somebody that just scores at least just 10 more goals from different positions. Do you know where we'd be? Do you know what I mean? These are the things that we're missing in the team.
Joe, I'll just say this, Joe. The only thing I'm worried about, really, because Mount has had some good seasons where like he's been, outputting goals and assists. It's just that he's not really been in the team. He's not really been on form this season. It's like I want out of a player that's that's on form coming into the season.
No.
Not someone that like Ten Hag has to reawaken and like get him playing again. I don't like that challenge, man.
No. You have to say this though. Come on. One thing you have to say, yeah. Look at everybody last season. The whole team last season. If we're going to judge people on one season, then I would hate my whole team. Yeah? Last season, I saw Rashford walking and doing this. You know how much I cussed Rashford last season?
Yeah, I
didn't say I wanted him to go, but I cussed Rashford. I said, listen, if he's going to be walking around on the pitch and not giving effort, he can just go sit on the bench. I don't care. Put Elanga on. I don't care. I want some passion on the pitch. I was cussing everybody last season. But look at Chelsea, bro. I'm not being funny. They bought a whole new team. They bought a whole new team, and they want to play the new team, innit?
It says all this. Just gone.
Sorry,
I agree with you. I was just saying, it says all this. Just gone past midnight, and all the United accounts, like United District and all that, and the main United account have literally just put its match day tweets out. It's literally just gone midnight, and they're already releasing tweets.
Yeah, because it's time. Santiago was here. You know what the time would be. Yeah, it's time. Yeah.
Well, Joe,
I'm probably going to go sleep. I'm excited about this. Yeah. I was cussing Man City.
Let me just ask you, Joe, real quick, before you move on, Power Hour.
Yes.
Compare Mount to a Kovacic. We've heard Kovacic is linked with City, right? I would have taken a Kovacic. Yeah, he's had a better season this season, and even though he's not even had like as many goals and assists, the guy can carry the ball better.
He is a great player.
Exactly,
I wish we had got him.
Yeah, why are we not linked to
Why not?
Why we're not linked to players like that? He's like a kind of a De Jong profile where he can carry the ball from deep,
we
carry
need
it up the field and give it to the attackers. That's Kovacic's game. That's what we need. I don't.
I think both would have been smart.
Yeah, imagine. We need a ball carrier for sure. With Kovacic, I know that his right now you can rely on. You saw how in Qatar, Brozovic, Modric, and Kovacic were the heartbeat for Croatia. They took them.
I would have him personally. All three. I would have Brozovic. I think he's the best at the three by a mile.
Brozovic is really, really nice. But how old is he though? Do you know if
29? 29. Same age as Kovacic. Same age as Kovacic, but he's got a better record of not getting injured. Kovacic's injury record is worse than Brozovic, and they're the same age.
Yeah, and also
I'm still gambling on Kovacic. Still,
I know Kovacic doesn't really like. You want a midfielder that can chip in with goals every now and then, and Kovacic's goals are really scarce. They're really, really.
No, that's true. That's true.
Kind of like fed under Ole. They're like.
I think that's what the manager's been looking at. Do you know what I mean? When you look at stats, if you look at
Mason Mount from the previous seasons. You know, he contributes to at least 20 goals a season. I'm not saying he scores 20 goals, but he scored like 10 and contributed 10. Do you know what I mean? And
I agree.
assisted 10, something like that last season. Yeah. So
I
with
think
that, it's like you want that kind of contribution in your team. And if you've got a good goal
for me,
scorer,
I think what
up front
I think
as
we
well.
has to look. I think as well what he's looked at as well, in particular you mentioned stats there about like the 20 goals, like contributions. I think he's looking at contributions per minute, especially like how long does it take for them to impact the game itself? Does it take them like say a goal or assist every 75 minutes? All right, great, there you go. We've got something, then we'll see how it fits to our team. I think that's something as well that he's been looking at, especially because that will come and affect us if we can get that going.
Question, guys. If we get Mount and Rabiot, is our midfield sorted?
No, man.
No.
Rabiot as well. This is what
I
I'm
don't want
confused about.
Rabiot.
Like, why are we not getting in technical borders where we're going to dominate the game? Like Rabiot, I've seen them in counter-attacking
Although,
teams.
do you know what? Yeah, actually, I'll take that back about Rabiot. You know, you got to believe in what Ten Hag believes in as well, though. You know, sometimes
there is one good thing to Rabiot, and this comes from somebody who hates Juventus. I watch it like AC Milan's my Italian side. There is one good thing that Rabiot does. He averages at least 40 games per season.
Oh, cool.
He averages 40 games a season.
Oh, that's good.
We're getting another type,
Bruno
type player. Never.
and there's a reason why managers obviously keep choosing him as well. Yeah, that's another thing.
Okay. So that's
The
like
reason why
Maguire.
is he average 40 games a season. He's getting played.
This man said
He's got that Maguire durability.
What are we doing here, man? Look, Ten Hag's got credit in the bank. Yeah, so I'm going to trust as well. But all I'm saying is that I thought we should be getting... Wait, 1 second though. I thought we should be getting like technical borders that are like from high pressing sides. Rabiot has played pragmatic football in Juventus, pragmatic football for Deschamps up front. So what we're going to do, just stay with this crappy pragmatic football?
Oh no, he can't. Actually, he carries the ball in France.
Think about that. Pragmatic teams are really good at attacking at breakneck pace, but they're also really good at having one player that can at least pickpocket a pass. Rabiot's got decent passing stats. I'm not a big fan of Rabiot, but I will give him that. He's a decent passer.
I will take Rabiot. If Rabiot mounts out on the
pressing, and he wins a lot of aerial duels. Almost sorry, I have to say the only qualm I have about Rabiot is his mom. But everything I feel like he actually would be a great addition to the squad. Like if you break down, I don't have the latest stats on him right now, but I know that he was one of the. This season alone in Juventus, he's one of the highest scoring players in the Juventus team. So you're talking about a midfielder that can score. Are we not trying for
there you go. See, once again, there you go. So he must be looking at these stats. Yeah, midfielder that can contribute something to the game,
and he carries the ball well.
Serie A this year, right?
I've never seen Rabiot be carrying the ball when I
last
for France. Did he watch France?
Last four seasons.
I saw Rabiot against
last four
England
seasons
as well for France. Yeah, I didn't see no ball carrying. I saw them sitting back.
Listen to this, right? This is the last 4 seasons, right? So Serie A, 2019-20 season, 28 appearances, 1 goal, 1 assist, right? 2020-21, 34 games, 4 goals, 2 assists. 2021-2022 season, 32 appearances, 0 goals, 2 assists. This season, 31 matches, 8 goals, 4 assists. So 12 appearances there. He got 5 appearances in Champions League, 2 goals, no assists. They played 7 games a year before that, and 7 before that previously, and then he played 5. And he's played in the 2 Super Cups. That's what I'm saying. He averages at least 40 games, and to be fair, but 12 goals altogether for the league, goal contribution. So that's 8 goals, 4 assists. He got 1 goal, 1 assist in the Europa League.
He's the second highest in goals.
He is, yeah. He is behind the second highest.
10 and he has 8.
Look at that. Well,
he's not been booked, by the way, in the league since 20. He's not been booked in the league in 2 years.
Guys, I've just got to say real quick because like I'm worried, man. How are we going from De Jong to just looking at stats?
Oh no, we want De Jong.
Players, guys.
We should be going for De Jong.
My man John wants De Jong and Rabiot.
We should be going for.
I'm hearing Mount.
We should.
I'm not even hearing De Jong.
We should not be going for De Jong anyway.
That's why.
We shouldn't be going for De Jong.
That's why I brought up Kovacic. Yeah. Why are we going for guys that's just they just pop up with some
We don't do
chance
signings. The
creation.
window is
Like, what's
open.
their technical ability? That's what
We shouldn't be going
we're
for
gonna
De Jong in
working
the first
towards
place.
dominating games, guys. So we're not working towards that rather than just transitional football.
I'm
where it's
happy
just
to dominate.
Bruno.
I'm
Like,
happy to dominate games when it's players that genuinely give a shit and want to leave, not stay for money that they think they deserve. They chose to do all that and then they're moaning and bitching about it. If De Jong wanted to come to Man United, he should have came last year. So, in my opinion, to hell with De Jong. To hell with him.
Okay then. But there's other players out there like a Caicedo. Why
Which
are we
is
not
fine.
looking for this kind of guy that
know.
he's versatile as well, can carry the ball from the
Mhm.
back and give it to players. He's got strength as well. We
I-
don't look
I
at
agree.
like what his goal scoring and assists because you know
I
what
agree.
he does technically. That's what the kind of player I think we should be going for. If we're trying to do like the
Caicedo-
Ten Hag football.
No, I do
Caicedo
agree. I
is
do agree. I do
great,
agree. I
but
do
he's
agree
too
on
good.
that. I do agree on that. But after what De Jong done last year, to hell with him and his 17 million that he wants.
Oh yeah, forget De Jong. Forget him then.
But I get your point. Like, I still want someone like that who can play from a deeper position, who can pass the ball. I said at the very start of the stream. If Mount comes in, no problem. But I want a midfielder who can play in that deeper position, who can play the ball out and be that contributor from deep, like that playmaker. But I would be okay with having someone in there who can still do the same position, but we have an attacking output right in front of them that's going to benefit. But I would not want De Jong. No, just because of that. Just because of last year alone, I'd rather have somebody else.
Right, so we're going to be cool
I'll still
with
take him if he
Rabiot
wants. If he
and
changes his
Mount.
mind tomorrow and said he wants to come, bring him come, yeah.
Sign the paper.
Yeah, you better get them wages that he's been owed, isn't it? That you know what I mean?
True.
Right.
Oh,
Aye. My closing comments, obviously, I need to head off in a minute. But my closing comments, hopefully we win tomorrow. That's the end of it.
Gotta do it.
No,
Definitely.
Samuel. Before we end the stream, what do you mean stop fooling? What are you talking about, Samuel? He's watching us off of Facebook, and please let us know. What are we
He's talking about Mount on Rabiot. That's what he's talking
Rabiot?
about. He's
I
talking about
expect
them guys.
5 yellow cards.
Bro, I hope it's gonna be a goal festival. I hope we win. That's the main thing. That would be
You predicted 3-1.
3-1, 3-1, 3-1. I'm gonna say it even tomorrow when we're in the watch along.
We have a Golden Glove goalkeeper, and he wants to concede a goal.
I mean, they're gonna have to go for it at some point, bro. He's gonna go turn everything on, like you know. Pep. The thing about Pep is, you know for sure he is going to try and win this trophy. He might rotate, but he's still going to try and win. So
he's going to send out his best player to prep for Inter.
You know what? Yeah, I just remembered, just real quick. Yeah, on the City stream that me and Joe were on, weren't they talking about possibly they were going to rest some players for the Champions League final like that?
Well, they are. Well, they
already said that they've confirmed that the goalkeeper is going to be that Ortega, isn't it?
Well, that's their cup goalkeeper, so at least that makes reasonable sense. That's fine. We can rule out. But I don't know about anybody else that they're resting. But if they are going to just deliberately rest players for the FA Cup final, then they're not taking this seriously.
Yeah,
that's what we
I want to ask
seriously.
real quick, guys. I want to ask another Man United voice how they feel about Ortega, real quick. Jarvis, what's up, brother?
Yo,
Jarvis.
Hey guys,
What's good?
Hi.
how are you?
Good. How do you feel about Ortega starting? Is Pep disrespecting us? Are we gonna get goals? How does that make you feel as a United supporter, bro?
Well, there's some feedback here.
Huh?
There's some feedback on the stream.
There's some feedback on the stream.
Yeah,
I
I
don't hear
hear everything 2 times. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. Ortega. I think he will start tomorrow. You know, it's not disrespectful. It's just the way it is. You know, it's a reserve goalkeeper. He will play. Mourinho did the same with the Argentinian keeper in 2017 when he won the Europa League.
Yeah.
Romero.
Yeah, Romero. Yeah. So I'm not worried. You know, Ortega is a good keeper, so we will have our struggles anyway. So, but it's good for us that he plays. Ederson is a great goalkeeper.
Yeah. I think for me, I have not seen him enough to know what his weaknesses are. I've seen maybe 3 or 4 games when Ortega is playing, and I honestly can't tell the difference as a rival fan who does not watch him a lot. So
I watched him in the Bundesliga. He was a decent goalkeeper for Bielefeld. He was a good goalkeeper for them.
Okay.
yeah.
So Hey, Papi, I don't know what you have been talking about, but you've probably been covering the
We
game
predicted our
tomorrow.
lineup and gave the score, but please just give us real quick because we're,
Yeah. I know you're on your way out. I'm not going to take long. So I was just thinking tomorrow, one of the key elements of the game tomorrow will be Luke Shaw to be up for his best game because who's been doing the numbers for City in the last 6, 7, 8 games? What player?
Silva. I don't know who's been doing the numbers.
Mahrez. Mahrez is one of the guys to look out for. He's gone under the radar. Everybody talking about De Bruyne, everybody talking about the Gundogan and Bernardo Silva. But Mahrez, Kevin De Bruyne hasn't provided an assist or goal since round 33 in the Premier League.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah. So tomorrow, Luke Shaw has to be on his A game to stop Mahrez. That's an important thing for us. I think that will be super, super important.
That Mahrez list is tricky.
Yeah. I try to look at the game from a this different perspective. Everybody talk about the same. So, and tomorrow, how do we set up the midfield? No one wants Eriksen to play, but for me, it depends because if you want to keep the ball, because we don't want City to press us back. We want to keep the ball, and the only player who can keep the ball is Eriksen. So it depends. For example, if we put McTominay in the 10 and Eriksen beside him, it will work. They did it in the beginning of the season.
What, McTominay in the 10? When will that be?
Okay.
Yeah, well, he will basically work as a 10. He will probably start further back, but he will press. That's McTominay's only attribute.
Probably like a flat 3.
He will press. He will set the line. He will press. It's hard for the opposition to go past McTominay's long legs and aggressive style. So I would actually maybe Ten Hag will go for a different thing just to surprise Pep tomorrow. McTominay, Eriksen, Casemiro.
So where are you putting Bruno on the right? Or
Bruno on the right. On the right. And another element of the game tomorrow is who will play center backs. We have everybody says it's Varane and Lindelof, but when we beat City at home, Luke Shaw was the center back, and he was putting Haaland in his back pocket. And Malaysia was the left back, and Malaysia had a great game.
And I heard the travel team have tinted windows, so we don't even know who's traveling.
No. And another thing, Haaland, he struggles. Haaland struggles against center backs with low central gravity with pace. He did it the same with Martinez when Dortmund played against Ajax. Martinez put Haaland in his back pocket.
And Timber.
Mm-hmm.
So you reckon it's better to go with Luke Shaw as a center back as opposed to Lindelof?
Ten Hag might surprise us tomorrow.
I was saying that too. I think that could happen, because there'll be confidence as well as the kind of physical things that Jarvis was talking about. There's also the mental side that Haaland got pocketed at OT when Luke Shaw was there, so that will be on Haaland's subconscious. That might mess with him.
I don't think Haaland likes small defenders. I gotta look at old City games and see where they have a defender that's a lot more smaller.
And Lindelof is not the strongest when it comes to physical duels. He's kind of weak as a center back.
He's gotten better over this year.
Yeah, sure. He's improved this game tremendously. Now we see him without Maguire, but even though he's kind of weak, so I'm not sure how he will be against Haaland, because Haaland is the guy to stop.
Yeah.
Now,
to me, I don't see Haaland as a guy to stop. Like, stop the people that feed Haaland the ball. Like, you stop the cook, he doesn't eat.
Yeah, but we know Holland will
I like
Holland
that. I like
will
that.
get at least 2 to 3
That's the
chances
bar right
tomorrow
there.
because
The whole tactics this year for City has been feed Haaland, feed Haaland, feed Haaland, and you just stop like, yo, no more free service. It's like, okay, how I'm gonna eat? They will have to change the whole game plan, and that'll probably bring in Julian Alvarez and start from
Mhm.
the last year game plan of tiki taka around the box.
Yeah,
You
you're
see,
right.
Omo, that's why Fred has got to be playing. He's got to be marking De Bruyne. He's got to be, because that's one of the big cooks
Yeah,
for
that's what I
Man
said. The
City.
last time we beat them 2-1, Fred wasn't marking him. De Bruyne went to Casemiro's side and he got to get that cross up and Gray scored the header. Now, all I need Fred to do is follow him all around. Like, doesn't matter. Follow his shadow. He doesn't move. And Casemiro also got to be on point because at some point, KDB will run away from Fred's side and come to Casemiro's side, and they will have to switch.
It's
I
true.
feel
It's
like
true.
that's the best point to end the stream on. Like this is it's been such a really great Friday happy hour, guys. I just want to just say I couldn't think of anybody else to spend my birthday time with than you guys. So
Wait, yeah, you didn't tell
happy
us about your
birthday,
birthday.
bro.
it's
What
my
kind of
birthday.
host is this?
Today
It's
is
your
not
birthday.
my birthday was like, like a little it passed, but it's my birthday week.
No,
Let's say that.
what-
Let's say that.
What day is your birthday?
It was Thursday actually.
No,
Oh, happy
today's
birthday,
your
man.
birthday. Today's your birthday. Accept it. Happy birthday today.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it, guys. I
Hopefully, we
appreciate
can
that
top
so
up the
much.
week for you with a win tomorrow. You get me?
Exactly. That would be the biggest birthday present ever. I just want to say shout out to everybody that tuned in and commented, from Eagle Eye to Chris to Ravi, everybody that made today's stream so special. I appreciate you guys so much. And I will emphasize Omo's point and say tomorrow, Fred, it's on you. We need for you to have Erling Haaland's phone password by the end of tomorrow. Follow that nigga everywhere he goes and come back with an FA Cup. That will be the best birthday present ever. Thank you guys so much. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. My name is botswanapapi. It's the Football Power Hour. Happy Hour 13. Done. Let's go. Boom.